when I checked, it was 9:15 p.m., 2019, August 7th, Wednesday. That was the day that I had to say goodbye. I had known for so long that it was inevitable, but it was nice while it lasted. I began to remember the first time we met, a foggy and distant memory I pulled from the back of my jam-packed head. We were all crowded in the gym, in a completely new school. I was scared, but excited, an ocean of emotions lapping at my stomach. I saw her and sat down quickly, and without a drop of hesitation in my voice, I asked, "What's your name?" "Ava." "Ava Whitaker," the dirty blonde responded quietly. Little did I know that that was the name that was going to stick to me like sweet and sappy golden honey for the rest of my life. We began to talk, and we clicked. It was right. We were right. She was my best friend for the next 4 years of my life, arguably the best 4 years. We had lunch together every day. She encouraged me, forced me to join the soccer club, but in the end, I really enjoyed it. I remember sometimes we would stay up all night playing Minecraft together. Slowly, at times, I would begin to reminisce on our past together, drifting further and further away from current reality. Ava was like a breath of air. She was full of life and adventure. Her hair smelled like sweet strawberries in summer. Her eyes were two blue sapphires. Her face dusted with freckles, and her long, dirty blonde hair reached down to her shoulders. She was stubborn at times, but that's what made Ava, Ava. I remember this one time when she forced my crush to confess his undying love for me in the middle of a park. I hid in a slide. I hated it, but it was funny. She made me laugh a lot. Sometimes we would hang out late at night and take these long walks together, and she would tell me about all her old friends and how she hated liars. She had a good taste in music. Her room was always welcoming. She had these starry fairy lights strung up on one of her walls, and I remembered laying down in her soft sheets and would stare at the ceiling and wave our hands around, making these stupid made-up constellations together. And then we'd turn around and face each other and just talk about all of the wrong things in this world. Sometimes we would lay like that together for hours, just enjoying each other's company. She liked soft rap and old music. She told me about her favorite albums and the way the music made her feel like she was floating, like nothing else mattered, and everything in the world would stop, and it was just us, together. I had managed to drift apart over the 4 years I knew her, but in the end, everything always came back to her. I had her, and then 9:15 p.m., 2019, August 7th, Wednesday. I got in the car and took one last look at the person that I grew up with, and then I closed the door and stared forward at the road. It was dark outside, late, and just like that, it was over. I had moved to Saudi Arabia after 4th grade, and I lived there for the next 4 years, finishing up middle school. And every year I had Ava by my side, until high school rolled around and I had to move away. I had to learn to let her go. I had to learn to let everyone go. I'm old enough now to understand that no one stands still forever, and in many ways, life is the painful process of moving on and learning to let go. The trick, I suppose, is being able to recognize what people mean to you in the minute, so you can tell them, I like you. You make my life worth living. I'm grateful for you. I love you. I loved her. Her name was Ava Whitaker, and I knew her for a short period of my life, but it was enough to make all the difference.